A complaint I often hear in regards to Kansas tourism is that there's no trees in Kansas, or that there's nowhere to get lost in the woods here. It's a shame that more people aren't aware of the Chautauqua Hills region, a heavily wooded area 50 miles long by up to 10 miles wide in southeast Kansas. This physiographic region, consisting of rolling hills capped by sandstone deposited during the Pennsylvanian Period, coincides with an ecological region known as the cross timbers. The cross timbers are an area interspersed with prairie grasses and hardwood trees that span from northern Texas all the way to southern Kansas. The impact this area has on Kansas tourism is significant because several state parks and lakes exist within or near this region. It's an excellent place to view a variety of flora and fauna, and it's only a short drive from some of Kansas's biggest metropolitan areas, such as Wichita or Kansas City. In this film, we'll focus on exploring the Chautauqua Hills on Highway 160 between Elk Falls on the western edge of the region and Elk City Lake on the eastern edge. There's an array of landmarks to discover along this scenic drive, so buckle up and enjoy today's adventure in the forests of Kansas. I'm a real estate photographer by trade, and this profession has given me a unique opportunity to see parts of the state often unseen in the average person's commute. One resource that accompanies me on my assignments is the book Roadside Kansas by Rex Buchanan and James McCauley. This book, which is a traveler's guide to Kansas geology and landmarks, is somewhat the inspiration to this film's itinerary, and I'll be referencing it throughout the film. The first destination on this trip across the Chautauqua Hills on Highway 160 is Elk Falls, a 10-foot-high, 100-foot-long natural waterfall on the Elk River that has long been a landmark in the area. According to Roadside Kansas, Elk Falls drops over a projecting ledge of Elgin sandstone. The falls can easily be observed from the Iron Truss Bridge that spans Elk River in close vicinity to the falls. In pioneer days, before the construction of bridges, wagons and carriages would use crossings with rocky bottoms, like at Elk Falls, to ford rivers, since a loaded wagon could easily become mired down in the mud. During drier times, Elk Falls peacefully descends over its sandstone ledge, but after heavy rainfall, the cascade transforms into a raging, dangerous scene, barely recognizable as a waterfall, as torrents of water rush past the protruding edge as if it's barely an obstacle. The water should be avoided when the river is high like this, because there are a myriad of dangers, including deadly currents and fast-moving debris that could make wading extremely perilous. The washer machine effect at the base of the falls would also be a death trap for anyone swept over the drop, as thousands of pounds of water create a whirlpool cycle that is impossible to escape. Beyond Elk Falls, east of Highway 160, is the town of Oak Valley, which is nestled at the foot of a timber-covered rise in the heart of the Chautauqua Hills. The hill is capped by sandstone, like many of the other hills in this region, but the forest is so dense it's difficult to make that observation unless one can peer down from above into these tiny windows in the canopy. If you head north on Union Road in Oak Valley, an old schoolhouse erected in 1882 still stands today on the west side of the road. Built from local stone, this schoolhouse was also used as a meeting place for the town of Oak Valley and doubled as a place of worship in its early days. Further up the road, you ascend into a forest comprised mostly of oak trees, from which the town Oak Valley gets its name. I had the privilege of capturing some of this forest while on assignment for a real estate shoot, and was fascinated to find sandstone boulders and rocky creeks among the thick stands of blackjack oaks and post oaks. According to Roadside Kansas, the sandstone atop this hill is Tonganoxie sandstone, This sandstone is similar to the Ireland sandstone member, which can be seen exposed a few miles to the west. Both sandstone members are sandy deposits that filled a large, ancient valley during the Pennsylvanian period. Uplift and differential erosion have turned them into the hill systems that they are today. Another example of Tonganoxie sandstone can be seen capping a large hill east of Oak Valley along Highway 160. According to Roadside Kansas, the elevation at the top of this hill is 1,070 feet, compared to the 850 feet along Highway 160. Unlike the hill in Oak Valley, this hill is bare on top, revealing the sandstone outcroppings. The Tonganoxie sandstone gets its name from a small town in Leavenworth, where this member was first documented. To the east, the last stop along our tour of the Cross Timbers takes us 2 miles north of Highway 160 to Elk City Lake in Montgomery County. Dense oak and hickory woodlands meet rolling meadows, bluestem, and Indian grass at this striking 857-acre park, located on the east shore of the 4,500-acre Elk City Reservoir, with 2,000 acres of wildlife area nearby. Elk City State Park offers a quiet, family-oriented getaway. The compact park allows quick and easy access to features like boat ramps, a swim beach, camping, playgrounds, and hiking trails. The lake area offers picturesque views ranging from open prairie to wooded hills and limestone bluffs. According to Roadside Kansas, Table Mound on the east side of the lake is at an elevation of 1,000 feet and is capped by Stanton limestone. A scenic overlook is perched on the north side of the lake, offering stunning views of the surrounding landscape. Trail systems are also scattered throughout this area, including an easy trail on Table Mound near the scenic overlook called the Post Oak Self-Guided Trail. This short loop is located on the top of Table Mound and is a relatively easy hike. The old-growth forest setting that this trail winds through is a great representation of the Cross Timbers region. A wide variety of tree species can be found here, with many specimens being well over 200 years in age. Another more challenging trail on the northwest side of the city lake is known as Elk River Trail. This 15-mile point-to-point trail is very popular for backpacking, birding, and camping. The trail is open year-round and is beautiful to visit anytime, though I prefer to visit in the fall or winter to avoid ticks and poison ivy. The trail offers panoramic views from the tops of many limestone bluffs, and crosses several small streams and ravines as it winds through narrow canyons under rock overhangs next to vertical rock walls, boulder fields, and cave-like formations. The trail has blue blazes and mile markers to make navigation easy. Deer and other wildlife are plentiful in this area, and usually easy to spot near dusk. Elk River Trail is one of those locations in Kansas that makes you wonder if you're still in the state. That's probably why locals refer to this area as the Baby Ozarks, which is a mountain system found in Missouri and Arkansas to the east. Thank you so much for accompanying me on this trip. The Cross Timbers is a vast area, and we'll definitely do more films highlighting different parts of this region. So if this film was of interest to you, please stay tuned for more just like it. If you'd like to support my channel, please follow Apt Films on Patreon.